Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Bangkok mini-series and the final video in our 2022 Thai Adventures series, and what an adventure it has been to get here. The first thing we had to do was get Ivy vaccinated for coronavirus, and then we had to get her vaccinated for travelling to Thailand. I had to work extra hard in the UK, coming off the back of a lockdown and amidst the start of a cost of living crisis to save enough money for the holiday.
Ivy, I'm finished for the summer.
Then there was a problem getting Ivy's passport, and for a while I really feared we wouldn't even be going to Thailand. Thanks to Ivy's mum and grandparents who drove to Wales to collect her passport just 48 hours before our departure, we were able to head to Heathrow. However, we encountered problems there. But we made it onto the plane, and when we finally arrived in Thailand, I fell ill. However, things work themselves out, and in this video, we visit some famous tourist attractions before embarking on our final adventure in pursuit of the famed water park on top of a shopping mall. After that, I'll spend some time discussing my current thoughts and feelings about the holiday, our time in Koh Samui, Koh Tao, Bangkok, and Thailand in general. And if that wasn't already enough, stay tuned for an announcement at the very end of the video. This is my daughter Ivy. My name's David, but you can call me Ivy's dad. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy our final Thai Adventures 2022 video. The hotel, as much as it's a corporation, I really couldn't fault it. There wasn't much that I would say stood out to me. The breakfast was lovely, the location was amazing, the staff were fine, everything was fine. I do feel a little bit as if I had been able to put my money into more independent Thai businesses as opposed to the Hilton Corporation or whatever it might be. The service was good. You want to tell me what you just said, honey?
I don't think the flight's going to be too bad, or it's not going to fail.
You don't think the flight's going to be too bad? Or too long? You've had a good sleep. What makes you feel that?
It's like, we get home. Because we get home at 7 o'clock, I feel like that it's not going to be as bad, or it's not going to feel as long. And I'm going to be tired, so I'm going to sleep.
That's a real positive attitude, honey.
I think this change of attitude in Ivy is really indicative of how we felt around this time. There was me, who was really sad to be leaving Koh Samui. I felt the holiday had gone too quick. Certainly didn't want to go to Bangkok, and I certainly didn't want to be going home. And then there was Ivy, who had been worrying about her ears popping throughout the whole holiday. And the day we've got to leave, I was feeling really refreshed and ready to go home. And Ivy's like, I think the plane flight's going to be fine, actually. And it's funny, isn't it, how it had that effect upon us, and clearly it did. We both felt really, by the time we were leaving, we thought we've had an excellent holiday and we accept it, it's time to go. We packed our bags, we loaded up our cases, we said goodbye. We went outside and the staff took our cases, which we would come back and pick up later. They arranged a cab for us. Again, it was just all seamless. And they gave us some vouchers to spend on the river, boat tours and things are in the area. And it just worked, and so we set about our final day in Thailand.
I've got one for you. David and Tivy. Come on, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much, sir.
Ferry, aligned here for Samui.
Our first stop of the day was to visit Was Arun, which is a wonderful temple just down the river from the hotel that we were staying at. But as we found when we visited the two temples that we went to, is the sun. Because they're outdoors, the sun is absolutely blazing hot. There's no air conditioning around, and very quickly it becomes very tiring. it looked absolutely amazing. It was really good. I thought inspiring for Ivy. It was nice for her to see a little bit about Buddhist culture. And that's exactly the sort of thing that I wanted to do on this holiday. But there was a part of me that constantly remembered a year ago when Ivy said, will there be any water parks that we can visit? I really felt for the last thing that we should do in this blazing hot heat was to go and see if we could find a water park that I had read about on Reddit and TripAdvisor. And that was the water park on top of the shopping mall called Fantasia Lagoon. So I said to Ivy, come on then, let's go. The last afternoon, we're gonna go and find a water park. Now this water park wasn't particularly highly rated. It had about a rating of about 3.5 out of 5 on TripAdvisor.
So it was a bit of a gamble, us going there as our last thing to do in Thailand.
How do you think it's going to be?
Good. I'm a bit like, why am I not going to get in? But hopefully we will. So let's go and see. Who likes my top? I'm going to shoot myself. Anyway, let's go.
It was quite the journey to the mall and then to Fantasia Lagoon. We had to go through the various floors within the mall, and it was clearly evident there weren't many, if any, tourists around other than ourselves, for I didn't see anyone other than Thai people. Once we arrived on the top floor, there were clearly signs Fantasia Lagoon, and we made our way through what could only be described as like the kids zone, and it was a whole floor of a shopping mall just full of kids attractions. We needed to buy swimming costumes for Ivy and shorts for myself, and the friendliness and the cleanliness and just that atmosphere really made up for anything that was lacking sort of technology wise. And then when we finally made our way to the Fantasia Lagoon reception, we had to provide proof of COVID vaccination. We had to buy hats for our hair. We had to pay deposits for our lockers, as well as a small fee to get in. The whole thing was about £5 each, I think. And it was at this point, and I really want to stress this again, there were about 4 people, 4 ladies serving us. And one of them in particular ran up and down different floors to make sure that we had everything that we needed, and it really stood out.
And our gamble paid off. We had the best time in this water park, and I highly encourage anybody in Thailand who wants to go to a water park, come and visit this place. It's great.
Ivy, we're here.
Oh wow!
Look at this. Fine. Look at that. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute.
And that was that. Ivy and I then spent some time in the shopping mall below Fantasia Lagoon that actually had a waterfall built across multiple floors in it. It was absolutely stunning. And then we went for our final meal in Thailand, and we decided to go for another sushi feast.
Ivy, our last meal in Thailand. We've gone for Japanese sushi. Tuck in, enjoy. We've got another roll to come, honey.
Are you sure?
Enjoy.
You sure?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure?
She goes to the tuna maki first.
And then we caught a tuk-tuk back to the hotel. The hotel then arranged for a cab to take us to the airport. Again, it was all seamless. And this is the last video that I filmed in Thailand. Editing the last couple of videos have taken me some time. In a way, it's almost a distant memory now. It's been about 3 months since we were there. In another way, I wanted to take my time to make sure that I get what I say correct. And I think it's best summed up for me when people say to me, so what is it that you like about Thailand? Why do you like Thailand so much? And I say it's sort of threefold. In third place, it would be the fact that in Thailand, they seem to use nature. They respect nature with the way that they build things, whether that is a small cafe on the edge of a beach or whether it is a mall in the middle of Bangkok. Nature is very much a part of their infrastructure. It's almost like they build around nature instead of just destroying nature. I really like that, and I really like what they can create with respect for nature. In second place, I guess it would be a concept that really resonates with me, and I guess this might be to do with Buddhist culture, and it's the fact that it seems to be we might not have much around us, but as long as we've got good health, then we should be happy. As long as we're kind, then we will grow with happiness. And coming from a country such as England, which seems to be the complete reverse of it, it was really refreshing. In England, your happiness is almost based upon what car you've got, what sort of house you've got, what sort of lifestyle you live. But in Thailand, it seems to be the reverse of that. It's your happiness is what you've got within. And I can see why they call it the land of smiles, because people smile. And I think we all know that a smile, if we smile, it makes us feel good. And in England, it seems to be people strive to get what they think will make them happy. And then when they get there with their Range Rover and their big house, they're not happy because they've missed out on life. In first place, the number one thing that I liked about Thailand, and I know that Ivy is the same, is the people. From our very first interactions with the staff at the Weekender Resort, the ladies who did Ivy's nails and braided her hair, the cab drivers, Oz and his wife Mel, the guy Paul who got us onto the ferry to Koh Tao, the ladies at the Taatoh Seaview Resort in Koh Tao, all the different people, all the way through, they wanted us to enjoy ourselves. I remember when we were getting ready for holiday, it was a few weeks before we were going, and Ivy said to me while we're driving along, she said, "Are the people going to be nice to us?" And I asked, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Are they going to like us?" And it saddened me that already at this young age, there was a fear of other people in another country. And I said, "Ivy, this is the land of smiles. They're gonna think you're great. You're gonna have a great time. Don't worry about the other people. Just worry about ourselves." And that's why I wanted to take Ivy out of her school group, out of her hometown. I wanted to show her that there is more to life than this small bubble of TikTok, social media, friends, homework that we live in. That there is a whole world out there. And I could not have given Ivy the holiday that I wanted to give her without the help of the people from Thailand. And I took a gamble too. I had no idea. I was only going on Google reviews, TripAdvisor. But the people of Thailand allowed me to be a dad to my daughter. And they allowed my daughter to be herself. And that was the most important thing to me, and the thing that I am most grateful for. For the 2 weeks that we were there, Ivy was able to be herself. And when she's herself, she has the best fun. And if she remembers to respect and be nice to other people, people will usually be nice and respectful to her. And that's the lesson that I wanted her to take away from this holiday, was that it's not about us, it's about other people, it's about respect. And that's my number one thing about Thailand. It's not the fact that the weather is absolutely beautiful. It's not the fact that there are these glorious beaches. It's not the fact that things are affordable. It's not the fact that the food is amazing. It's the fact that the people care. Ivy and I have made a decision We are going back to Thailand next year. Our plan was always that we would go to Thailand, we'd see what we'd think of it, and then we'd probably go to some theme parks in America for the next holiday. But Ivy agrees, let's go back to Thailand. And for me as a dad, to know that my daughter, who didn't want to go to Thailand in the first place, is now saying, the longer the better, just book it, let's go. That means everything to me. It was one of the best times of my life. It was certainly the best vacation I've ever had. And it's definitely the best country I've ever had. And for anybody who's thinking of going to Thailand, just book it.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
We had an adventure of a lifetime and we are going to do it again. So please like, comment and subscribe and join us on our next Thai adventure.